so much, Mary, and the city of Oakland and Berkeley. Tonight is also a special night for us because we are kicking off the tour for Into the Current, the film that you will be seeing tonight. Jeannie Hallisey, the director, is here tonight with us. She's in the back. Jeannie, can you say hi? And we have a very special guest, Goboji. Goboji, can you please stand up? Goboji is featured in the film, and his life story is just remarkable. He is a former political prisoner, as many are in the audience today, and with that experience, he has gone on to become an international human rights activist. He works on the Thai-Burma border to bring medical supplies and resources to those imprisoned in Burma, and he has traveled around the world to promote human rights and democracy in Burma as well. And so today is the kickoff of his tour. He's doing a university tour around California and the United States on the East Coast as well, and he will be going to Europe to be sharing the film Into the Current. So please give him a big round of applause. We're also really, really honored tonight that we get to share a bit of our culture. Burma, not a lot of people know that there's actually many ethnicities in Burma. A lot of them have been threatened by the Burmese military regime. With villages being demolished, their cultures are constantly at risk of being completely wiped out. And so for the Burmese American Democratic Alliance and the Burmese American community here, we really prize ourselves in trying to keep the different ethnicities alive. And today we're joined by the Kachin dance group and the Korean dance group, as well as some traditional Burmese dancers, to show a little bit about our different cultures and the diversity that our country represents. So I really want to thank you for being here today. These are all volunteer dancers, so please give them a round of applause. So to open up this event, because it is, as much as there's so much struggle in Burma, we do have hope for the first time in a very long time. And so we wanted to open up with a dance. I'd like to invite to the stage Ma Kalair, who will be performing the Burmese Pagan dance.
represented in Burma's 1990 general elections. And the main task of the National Coalition of Government and Union of Burma is to bring about democracy, freedom, and genuine national revolution in Burma. So please welcome Dr. SEIN WIN.
Good evening. Thank you very much for inviting me here again, and I'm very happy to meet our friends again, old friends and new friends, and all those who are helping us to get to our goal. So, and of course all these sponsors and BADA for continuing with the works, and these kinds of things is very much necessary. First of all, I would like to say that all of us now who are following Burma situation is very much focused on what is happening today in Burma, inside Burma. So I would like to say something about it, what I think and what I view. So the first question we are asking is, why ruling nominally civilian government undertook some democratic changes in Burma after decades of brutal repression and violence against civilians? So there are changes. And after meeting with Aung San Suu Kyi, some changes are in a form of political reciprocity. So the question is why? And it is very difficult because we don't know why. It is mostly in a form of speculative, but it is still very interesting to know about it. Anyway, what I would like to say is that these changes, you can see the release of Aung San Suu Kyi, and she is free to talk, to meet with anyone, much media freedom and less censorship. Release of political prisoners, including 88 generation leaders. NLD could establish a legal political party. After some changes in law, Aung San Suu Kyi and NLD will contest in coming by-election. Ongoing ceasefire talks with ethnic nationalities. Outreach to exiled political party organization and individuals to come and negotiate with them for national building. So, when you look at it, these changes are quite positive. But the question still remains, are these changes reform? So, my idea is what we understand by reform. For us, the reform has to be consistent. So, in some cases, we have seen that it is not consistent. While the military is talking about ethnic ceasefire and so, the offensive is going on in Kachin area with the KIO, and we know that the human rights violation against the civilian population is really terrible. We know that, and we have all the evidence. So this is not consistent. And then the reform the changes has to be backed by the law or followed by the law, not just change and it is just a case by case. And when Kopochi will say that there are many political prisoners still in prison. And when we talk about reform, we have imagination of the reform of the system. You reform the system from dictatorships to democracy, from other system, So, what are we going to say? So, first of all, the situation is changes is positive, but still it is not yet reformed. So we need what we or push them or monitor them. The international community need to monitor and say exactly what they wish, what they want. The United States government has said very clearly when Secretary Clinton went there, and many lawmakers like what you call Senator Mitch McConnell went there. They said in short, the military or this civilian government need to do more, which we think is correct. No? Just a small, not a small, just a political change is not enough. They need to do more, and the United States will make the change, will go step by step to ease the pressure. That is what we would like to hear also from other countries, from European Union, from Japan, from democratic countries. But as I would like to say, the United States is our strongest, America is our strongest ally in that sense. You know, we want the changes, we want the United States to talk with them, we want go ahead. But we have to go step by step. We have to be very careful, and in the end, I'm quite optimistic, but still very cautiously optimistic. So, without saying detail on this, when we can talk in panel, I would like to quote one thing. People are saying, is there a light at the end of the tunnel? And I would like to quote U Tin answer. He said, there is a light in the tunnel. We are in the tunnel. So we are in that situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. SEIN WIN. Next, we'd like to, we're prepping the music, but we're going to welcome to the stage a community dance troupe from the Kachin ethnic group. So this is the Kachin cultural dance, and as I said before, these are all volunteers from the community, and we're really, really honored to have them here today to share their culture and their dance and their talent with us. So please give them a warm round of applause.